Greece has over 6,000 islands, yet only 227 are inhabited. There are a few of these that stand out, but there is one in particular that takes the cake in many ways: Crete. Bursting with rich history and spirit, Crete has something to offer that's really unique. Stay with me until the end of the episode, because this is more than just a show. You may find your new favorite vacation place. My name is Soren. I throw darts at the world map and travel wherever they land, no matter how far or difficult it is. Besides traveling with me, I invite you to do whatever you love before it's too late and live a life with no regrets. My passion is travel by dart. I ended up in Crete after experiencing central Greece and the north side of this fascinating country. From Acropolis and Delphi to the dark tourism of Thessaloniki and the island of Knossos, I moved to Crete, whose citizens think they are completely different.
We are unique. To be a Cretan, you have to be a Cretan. You have to think like a Cretan. You have to act like a Cretan.
And they also have to show off a little bit. People here love their history, love their ancestors, and they try everything to preserve the culture.
What did I do in Crete and you're just about to witness? Well, I started with a party of 400 people until the morning with the most famous singers on the island. I milked a goat like I was shooting bullets, and honestly, overall, I felt like going back in time.
Crete has just a bit over 500,000 people. It is one of the islands in the world with strategic location. At north, you have Europe. At the south, you have Africa. At east, you have Turkey and a Middle East part. No wonder that back in the day, everyone wanted to have Crete.
We have a history of about 4,000 or 5,000 years from the Minoan time until today. Many conquerors have passed from Crete. The Dorians came here, after them the Romans, the Byzantines, Venetians, and the Turks. We have a history with so much contrast, as well as our nature. On Crete, there are 1,500 different plants. From them, 149, they are unique on Crete. They exist only on Crete. So, my opinion, Crete has everything.
Coming to Crete made me look for authentic, genuine experiences, and I really wanted to find a local who knows everything about it, who puts their heart and soul into this location, and I found Despina.
I'm born and raised on Crete Island. My father is Cretan, my mother is Austrian. I'm working at our family company, Cretan Holidays. Last year we celebrated our 50-year anniversary. It expands from travel agency, 3 hotels, car rental agency, Autocandia, and Greek Holidays, a platform for excursions, not only for Crete, but all over Greece.
Cretan Holidays is the biggest company in Crete, and when they heard about travel by dart coming to Greece, Despina wanted to show me a Crete experience like no other tourist has.
Despina and her friend Jessica, who also lives in Crete, they were waiting for me at the airport, and they took me to the place where I'm staying for the next few days, Paralos Venus Suites. It is a oasis. So we checked in, I relaxed a little bit after the flight, had a drink at the bar, and got ready to start the adventures. Despina is an amazing person. She sings in the car, dancing, she is a gem.
The island is huge. It's the second biggest island in the Mediterranean Sea and the biggest island of Greece. The first thing that we saw was the city center of Heraklion, the main city of the island. We visited the traditional market in the heart of the city.
The hospitality, I actually felt it right away when one of the shop owners did a little sampling for us, but also to give us a gift as we left.
The benefits of diktamos or erotas. Erotas in Greek is erotic, erotas. Okay. The benefits are for stomach ache, for cold, but also as an aphrodisiac. So
let's get 20 of them.
We tasted racomelo, that is tsikudia. It is raki, which is like the Italian grappa.
Yes.
But with a twist, and it has also Cretan honey inside, mixed. So it's really perfection.
Early enough,
so,
that's good.
Yes, it's always medicine. This is medicine. It's not...
That's what you call it?
Exactly.
Perfect.
So, llamas.
Llamas.
Llamas. Llamas. Llamas.
The Greeks go to dinner very, very late. What we're used to have at 7 p.m., they have at 10 p.m. So for them, they start the parties very late. And the very, very first night in Crete,
we had a big surprise for Sorin. There was a celebration in the village of Avgeniki. We decided that that would be a great opportunity for Sorin to see how the locals actually celebrate.
she told me we're gonna go see some of our friends, but she didn't mention that hey, it's gonna be a party with 400 people, all dancing, all partying, all drinking, all eating. Just a few friends. And it's called the Cretan Feast. This was not a modern party with modern music and DJs. This was a party hosted by famous musicians here on the island. Local people come to see them, let alone partying with each other.
Everybody knows, of course, bouzouki and bouzouki music. Everybody knows Alexis Zorbas and the Zorbas dance from the movie with Anthony Quinn. Cretan music is different. The main instrument is the lyra, which is a knee violin. We have also the mandolin, and the most important is lauto. It looks similar to bouzouki, but the sound is different.
As the night went by, I was looking at how all these people, they're enjoying life so much. They brought their kids, and you see those kids 5, 6, 7 years old dancing perfectly. They learned their traditions since they're young. Every single kid in that place actually danced. It's something that you never see in North America, especially at 3 a.m. where everybody is enjoying life and partying with their kids.
The habit is that everybody attending the feast to order a dance for their company, for their party, for their friends.
I was looking at Despina, and I knew at some point in the night, my time will come.
I think it was around 3 o'clock in the morning when our turn came, and we had ordered a dance for Sorin.
I was looking at all those dances, different styles, and I figured out how the dancing works. Somebody goes, requests a song, and then their table and their friends are actually joining for a circle. The person who requests the song leads the circle. And occasionally, throughout the song, people from the circle would come and lead the circle for a little bit, and they also have to show off as a way of saying thank you to the leader. It could be people from all ages, and the musicians, they keep playing the song depending on how active the group is and how dynamic and how much they enjoy the dance. I never felt like I had 2 left feet in my life. I was so clumsy. To me, that particular step that they were doing, it was impossible to learn. Anyway, I managed to go through the 8-minute song, a bit embarrassed, but at the end, I felt good. I tried it.
And I have to be honest, He did very well for his first Cretan dance.
Yeah, she is too nice. Don't believe her.
The next day we went to Asites, my family's home village. We were welcomed by my cousins and we had a very special lunch. They prepared us traditional Cretan delicacies like dakos, tzatziki, Greek salad, pork cutlet in the oven, cooked by wood and open fire, and of course the potatoes to go with. Since Sorin wanted to get the feeling how the Cretans live here, we thought that we would arrange another surprise for him.
Another 400 people?
No. 400, no, but maybe four-legged.
What?
Something with four legs.
Okay.
So I asked my friend Michalis in Asites if he could loan Sorin a goat to milk. It was really funny because when we arrived with the car and we just got out of the car, all the sheep started ba ba ba. So we said, Sorin, they are already welcoming you and they are expecting you to milk them.
Well, I'm going to show you 3 easy steps to learn how to do that. I don't know them by now. Michalis is going to show me, but I'm actually kind of pumped. Let's do this. Milking a goat is one of the weirdest feelings you could ever have. Not only because you're touching an animal that you never touched before, and trying to squeeze the milk to me was something that I could not done in the beginning. And I looked at Michalis earlier, how he does it. He would play with them like he was playing a video game, like. So I'm like, oh, that's cool, I'm gonna play that game too. And then he doesn't speak English, so I just had to look at his hands and it looked so simple, so easy. But then when I'm doing it, I'm pressing with all my fingers like I'm playing piano, but I could not even get a drop. And I was so disappointed and embarrassed, everybody was looking at me. But then after trying all my fingers, I started to get some milk out.
Sorin had a hard time at the beginning, but at the end, he mastered the milking of the Cretan goats also.
If you're not training your hands enough for all kinds of things, then you're not gonna get your milk. I went to Knossos and I felt like I was going back in time. And one thing was to see the Acropolis, but when you are at the ruins of Knossos, you kind of feel you are part of the ancient civilization.
Knossos is the palace of King Minos. It was the biggest palace found on the island.
Knossos really is old. It's older than a lot of other things.
Knossos is known as Europe's oldest city, records dating back to the year 7000 BC.
It was built like a city back then. You had the palace in the middle where the royal family would live, and around the palace you had all types of workers.
You read all those notes and signs around and you see these ruins that are still preserving that Minoan history, and it seems like they're going to be there for a while. People here love their history, love their ancestors, and they try everything to preserve the culture. And one of these locals that we've met and is really into the Minoan civilization is Anabastakis.
Όταν ήμουν παιδί, στη δεκαετία του 60, πηγαίναμε στο σχολείο περπατώντας από το Σκαλάνι μέχρι το Ηράκλειο με τα πόδια, κάθε μέρα. Στη διαδρομή μου είναι η Κνωσσός. Η Κνωσσός τότε ήταν ένα μέρος που δεν είχε περίφραξη, ήταν ελεύθερο. Εμείς λοιπόν σαν παιδιά μπαίναμε μέσα στην Κνωσσό και ξεκουραζόμαστε και χαζεύαμε και παίζαμε λίγο. Άρα η Κνωσσός ήταν μέσα στα παιδικά μου χρόνια. Ζούσα μέσα εκεί, δηλαδή εκεί μεγάλωσα.
Anna Bastaki is the owner of the Minoan Theatre, and she always wanted to do something to preserve and to show the rest of the world the civilization of the Minoans.
Είπα τώρα πρέπει να κάνω αυτό που έζησα όταν ήμουν παιδί. Κάτι για το μινωικό πολιτισμό.
So she recreated a theater and she recreates the tradition of Tavrokatharpsia, which was a ritual of young men and women trying to jump over a bull.
Anna invited us over for breakfast and she showed us some ingredients put together on a table, very, very meticulous in a mathematic way. And she said, I'm preserving the culture. My passion is the Minoan history. Because all these ingredients, they have different cooking times. I've been looking for the past few decades for the ingredients and the perfect recipes of the Minoan meals. And I finally think I got it. She even cooked us a pie, she called it, but it was really a bread, pita, made from those ingredients.
We left the Minoan center with the promise to return, and we moved to a different part of the island, at Paralos Lifestyle Beach. Despina and her team introduced me to a new piece of paradise, known as one of the most popular places in Greece where men from all over the world come to propose. Not that I had any thoughts, but they do it right here, in the middle of the beach, in this gazebo. However, there is much more to Crete than this.
I have been all over the world as a sailor, but like Crete, I found nowhere else.
The sunset cruise on a catamaran was something that I totally recommend everyone. The host of our trip was Kostas. What a guy. He is very charming, talking to everyone, very friendly. You can tell he's been in the hospitality industry for a while. Our captain took us all over the bay, and we actually got time to swim, have some fun, jump of the catamaran, which, funny enough, was called Secret. It seems like Greece is particularly known for the sunset. It was one of the best I've ever seen, and I've been all over the world. Long story short, the trip with Fantasia Yachting was great, recharged the batteries. I was just ready for the rest of the evening and for the rest of our Cretan adventures. The second night, I really experienced the definition of the Cretan hospitality.
There are no words that I can explain the difference between who we are Cretans first and then Greeks, but we are the best Greeks. You understand?
Friendship and family is very important. Everything starts around the table with a glass of wine and offering whatever one has at home. This is the most sincere and honest way to connect with the locals. Being with you or you being at their place is so important, like you are the king. That's how sacred and important hospitality, or as we say in Greek, philoxenia, is for the Cretans.
I just met these guys the night before at the Avgeniki party, and they said, tomorrow night we'll do a party just for you. I'll invite some of my friends and we'll have a good time.
We were invited by Panayotis, a friend of mine, and his wife Eleftheria, to their home in Venerato.
And sure enough, we go there at 11 p.m. because that's when the party is starting. We go there, we were served some shots. I see a big fire with a lamb on it.
They had prepared the traditional Cretan andikristo, which is big pieces of lamb, put through the screw and put opposite the fire. This is actually said to be an ancient Minoan way of cooking and preparing this type of meat.
You don't see that every day. And the host made sure that had a very nice table with all his friends, and we were part of that get together. And man, when these guys start drinking, you better keep up, because they start passing around glasses. I mean, the same glass. Everybody drinks from the same glass as a sign of great hospitality. One person pours a little bit of wine into the glass, and then everybody has a shot, and then the next person does the same thing. Right when I thought we're done and we're just about to go home, the host started playing the mandolin again. And we said, well, we can't really leave until he's done playing.
And the whole party was just until 3-4 a.m. again.
I do not regret that I stay up that late. If that's what life is in Crete, then sign me up. I might be coming back sooner than I anticipate.
Today, I'm at the Minoan Theater in Heraklion, the capital of Crete. And I'm just about to do another dart throwing ceremony, where I'm gonna throw a dart at the world map blindfolded, and I'm gonna go wherever it lands. The reason that I'm doing it here is because this place features a civilization that's older than 5,500 years. Also, behind my map, I have an olive tree that is 1,700 years old. The rules of the dart throw, if you haven't been watching my shows, are that if I hit a country that I've already been to, I'll throw again. If I hit the ocean, I go to the closest country. And other than that, there's no really other rules. Just about to do it. I'm very, very excited. Did I hit anything? What is, oh, out of the map. That's nice. Brazil, I went to Brazil already. I even did 2 episodes, so I just have to throw again. Did I hit anything? Yeah, it is Madagascar.
Been there too, have to throw again.
Did I hit anything? Oh, now that's a new country. In Africa again, after Madagascar, I have hit Mali. And Mali is a country that I don't know anything about. I'm pretty sure it's not bells and whistles, gold and other beautiful things, but I'm gonna find the beautiful things and I'm gonna share them with you, because Africa, Mama Africa, is a place that I'm always keen to discover, whether that's Mali, Madagascar, South Africa, or any other country. So I'm excited. Let's do it.
Overall, Greece was a treat. People freely speak their mind, whether you ask them or not. The surroundings are phenomenal and they give you constant energy and inspiration, and the food is simply delicious. I'm continuing my journey and I invite you to watch the next episode, because greater things are about to come.